Instagram fam. So, I've been meaning to do this video for a minute and I just haven't. But I really want to talk about my journey to public health and how I got here and where I see myself going, and advice and tips for the many of you who are also interested in various fields of public health. And it's crazy because, when I first started this out, I didn't really know what public health was. I didn't think very many people knew, but it's something that's rapidly growing, which is great because we definitely need it. Let's start from the beginning. I went to the University of Florida, go Gators. But I initially went to the University of Florida for the sole purpose of becoming a dentist. Yeah, I know, right? So during high school, I was a student athletic trainer, and I thought, that was what I was gonna end up loving, but it just didn't feel right. So then I was like, okay, what's something I can do that'll make me money, that'll be, lucrative? And I was like, oh, dentistry. Like, I love teeth. Like, I love smiles. It's one of the first things I notice in someone. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna become a dentist. And I was like, okay, cool. So what schools have dentistry programs here in Florida? Because at the time I wasn't ready to leave, the state. And it was UF and Nova. Nova was super expensive. So I was like, UF it is. Not too far. It's like 2 hours away from home. I can do that. So I applied to UF. It was the only school I applied to until I told people that, and they're like, what? You only applied to one school? Meanwhile, they're applying to like 15, 16, a lot of schools. And I was like, yeah, like that's where I want to go. And it would never cross my mind, like, what if I don't get in, which was weird because that's something you'd ask yourself, like, what if I don't get in? So after talking to people, I was like, okay, fine, I'll apply to one other school, just for, kicks. So I applied to UM. And that was really just for kicks, because once again, another expensive school. So fast forward, I got into UF, praise. And I got there and I started, looking at the classes that I need to take, the prereqs that I need to take to, be able to take the DAT and, do all the steps that you need to get into dental school. And I had to take intro to, I think it was intro to bio. No, that tripped me up, yes. But the class that really tripped me up was physiology, because UF splits it up. It's not anatomy and physiology. Like, so I took physiology and bombed. Mind you, in like high school, I never really took the higher sciences or math. So I never took calculus. I didn't, go into organic chemistry or anything like that, or higher level math or science. So coming to UF was like, one, a major change because it's a university, but two, I wasn't accustomed to like the rigor of those types of courses. So I really had to sit and rethink, because the track to dentistry is a whole bunch of science, hardcore science. And I was like, yeah, this isn't it. This isn't it. And at the time, my freshman year, I actually ended up working for the College of Dentistry. And I got to work hand in hand with some of the dentists in the area of Florida as they came in to receive their continuing education credits to, get their licenses renewed. And so just working with them and seeing how they worked and how they interacted with one another, I don't know, it just put a bad taste in my mouth, and it just confirmed that like this wasn't it. So I started, all right, I thought to myself, what's next? So I was like, I still love teeth. I still feel like that'd be a good fit for me. I'd still be making money. So I was like, okay, what's something in this field? And then I was like, oh, I'll become a dental hygienist. Boom. It's less time. It's still great money. So I started looking into all these programs, all these different types of programs, seeing what I needed to do. And there was one program, I think it was at Broward College, that I fit almost all the prerequisites for. And the one class that I needed, I was taking the following semester. So I was like, boom, this is it. Like, I'm going to, take the class and I'm going to apply here. I'm going to get in. I'm going to become a dental hygienist. nah, fam. God was like, nah. And I just didn't feel led. I didn't feel comfortable. There was no passion behind it. Like, yeah, I love teeth. Great. But like, that's not enough to want to be in someone's mouth every single day. Or well, maybe for some it is, but it wasn't for me. And I was just like, okay, I've run through the realm of dentistry, so now what? I'm a freshman and I feel like I don't know where I'm going. I don't want to, I just didn't know what to do. And I realized that everything that I wanted to do within dentistry was in regards to like helping people, in regards to reaching people who had a need and needed that need met some way, somehow. So I really sat down and thought about it, and I stumbled across public health. So at UF, it's a major that you apply for. And so I was reading into it, did some research, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. It's so broad, like I can do so much with it. And at the time, I still didn't fully understand what it fully entailed, but I knew it was something that I had to pursue. I knew it's something that would interest me, especially the health disparities side of things. And so I ended up applying to the major. I got in. So I graduated from the University of Florida with my bachelor's in public health and a minor in health disparities in society. And the health disparities in society coursework just really opened my eyes to not just the health disparities that you typically see in race, but that you see in socioeconomic status, that you see in gender, that you see in geographic location. And it just really opened my eyes to how great the gap is, and how much work needs to be done to fill that gap. So that's how I got into public health and into the realm of public health. I definitely appreciate the fact that I got my bachelor's in it, because I feel like it provided me with so much foundation for my master's here at Emory University. But I'll go into that in another video. This was just the intro. So I hope I didn't miss anything, and if I did, I'll just mention it in another video, I guess. But yeah, I definitely want these videos to help somebody, to help those coming after me, those who are before me. So yeah, if you like the video, leave a comment, like it, share it, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's going to be up on my IGTV, so stay tuned for more from Tasha. I guess eventually I'll come up with like a catchy name, but until then, this is it. Peace.